In April 2020, a hailstorm impacted the Capricornia region, and a number of buildings managed by our office had damage claims requiring re-roofs. 2 buildings were insured with insurance company A, and as we approached their renewal date, this company advised they were withdrawing from the market and no longer offering the product. Because of the open roof claims, no other insurance providers would consider a policy until such time as the repairs were completed. One building is set to commence repairs in May and the other in September. My question is, how do you secure building cover in a situation like this? We asked for an exclusion and were denied. We approached the financial ombudsman and were also denied on the basis of being a commercial matter. In this situation, is this situation common following natural disasters where repairs can be a lengthy process?
Yeah, good question. So look, there are very, very rare occasions where a building cannot get insurance. And essentially with certain parts of Australia, Capricornia being one of them, they have a higher exposure to cyclone, and that makes it, so without the claim and the damage, it's already hard to get insurance. And then adding on that extra level of complexity with the cyclone damage can sometimes mean that buildings can be very, very difficult to find insurance. Now, in all states in Australia, there's a requirement to insure for full rebuild value. Essentially, what the committee needs to do is satisfy that they've done all reasonable things to try and insure for full rebuild value. Now, what that would mean in this case, I would suggest would be going to a number of insurance brokers to start with, and asking them to seek cover on the market, which would include markets such as Lloyd's of London. And then in certain states, you have, if you can't comply with the legislation, there are processes in place to which, for example, in Queensland, if you can't comply with the legislation, you need to go to the commissioner and seek approval for non-compliance of the legislation. So there are buildings out there, unfortunately, and I've seen it a couple of times, that just cannot get the insurance. It is unfortunately one of the, it is a sore issue. From my perspective, we are in the process of setting up a lobby group at the moment to lobby government and insurers to do more for those in northern Queensland and cyclone regions, and Northern Australia, in fact. But until such a time the government can stand in and do something more for policyholders, there are going to be examples like the one in the question where buildings are not insured.